This is the Delaware Way, the I495 bridge. Structural damage caught by an engineer, not during a regular inspection, so credit to him. It had to be closed down in the middle of the summer. You came up with a couple of $1 million pretty quickly. Good job. And now what? How quickly can it be fixed?
Well, we don't yet know how long it's going to take to either shore up and stabilize and reopen, or to repair and replace the I-495 bridge. This is a critical piece of highway infrastructure for our community. As you referenced, there's something like 90,000 commuters a day that use that bridge to go north and south in our region, so this is hugely frustrating and a big inconvenience. It's also, Larry, a reminder of why we need to come together here in Washington in a bipartisan way to find a solution to funding the repair and replacement, the upgrade, the investment that we need for our bridges and tunnels, our highways, and our ports across the country. We are waiting for an engineering report to tell us how long it's going to take and how fundamental the problems are. It's a few supports for a highway that's 50 feet up in the air. They have found cracking at the very base. They've stabilized it. They've removed what was likely the source of the shifting, which was roughly 50,000 tons of soil.
Can I stop you there? Because I want to talk about that debris and the dirt. It seems like it was dumped there by someone. That means somebody may have illegally dumped that on a federal thoroughfare.
Right.
Is that an FBI investigation? Should it be investigated by the federal government?
I'm not sure who's going to investigate it first, whether it'll be a federal or state investigation, but there clearly is the possibility here of criminal wrongdoing, certainly of a lawsuit for recovery of damages. The contractor who intentionally or unintentionally dumped 50,000 tons of soil onto a federal right-of-way is clearly going to be facing some serious challenges.
And you know, the contractor that everybody's sort of pointing to at this point in time, well, that guy didn't wake up one day and say, you know, I'm just going to start dumping dirt under 495. He did that under contracts, he did that under authorities, and so this is the problem, you know, from the Republican side with state government.
Stop for 1 second. So you're saying it may not just be him, that people knew about this for a long period of time?
They had to. I mean, 55,000
and said it was okay?
tons. Yeah.
So people in government looked at this happening and okayed it.
Well, if you're the DelDOT inspector or the DENREC inspector, which are the local, you know, Delaware agencies, or you're the federal transportation folks, and you're seeing bigger and bigger pile of dirt forming under I-495, don't you think somewhere along the way you'd ask a question?
So are you calling for a federal investigation?
I think that we should. I think we ought to know what happened, because, you know, DENREC's pointing at DelDOT, DelDOT's pointing at the city of Wilmington, the city of Wilmington's pointing at, you know, who knows what, and at the end of the day, there's so many hands there that there's no accountability, and the state of Delaware has no vested interest in finding that they were at fault.